Alright, we got new Meklord cards, actually, and I don't even know how to feel about this. I haven't read any of these yet, so you guys can get my first actual, input here, but... Alright, so the first one's level 10. Oh boy. 3,000 0 defense. Cannot be normal summon or set. Must first be special summon from your hand by banishing 3 Meklord monsters with different names from your graveyard. I don't even know how consistent that is. Once per turn, when this card declares an attack, you can equip 1 monster from your opponent's extra deck to this card. That means we get to look, right? Okay. This card gains attack equal to the total attack of all monsters equipped to it by this effect. That's pretty good. And while this card is equipped with a synchro monster, it can attack monsters up to 3 times during each battle phase. Good news is this can equip anything from the extra deck. That's kind of interesting. Outside of that, 3 Meklords with different names. I believe the old little guys that we got all had different names, which opens up some interesting interactions, at least in the department of older name stuff. So, okay, that's a bit interesting. Then we got Meklord Nucleus Infinity Core. I didn't even know that this thing existed. So, 0/0, and it's level 1, so we can at least 1-for-1 this out. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 Meklord spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. I don't even know what their spells and traps did. I think they were all terrible. This card cannot be destroyed by battle, only once per turn, by the way. If this card is destroyed by a card effect, you can special summon 1 Meklord Emperor from your hand or deck, ignoring summoning conditions, with a different attribute from the monsters you control. Also, for the rest of this turn, only 1 monster you control can declare an attack. But I can Dark Hole this and go summon a big guy from the deck. That's a Meklord Emperor. Okay, I mean, that's pretty alright to me. I don't see any other grand use for this. And I really hope that in the grand scheme of things with this set, they actually gave us good upgraded spells and traps. Because the fact that we've got a 1-for-1 target now in the deck to allow us to kind of explore and climb these ladders, we have more plays that are now open to us. And when we get more lines of play, I'm a happy Blue Robbie. Alright. Meklord Arsenal of a... Oh, this is a... I didn't even know that we had an arsenal, but alright. Okay, so this is the Meklord Posse. So you can only use the first and second effects of this card's name once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy this card, and if you do, special summon 2 Meklord army monsters from your deck in defense position, except for Meklord Army Arsenal of Obligato, but you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except for machine monsters. Well, this actually triggers the condition that we need for all the big Meklord Emperors, which literally is when a card is destroyed, you can drop them. So, that's good. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate this effect. During the end phase, inflict 100 damage to your opponent for each Meklord you control. At what stage did we need to put that clause on the card? Because that doesn't seem that good. I mean, a lot of things don't seem that good, but... So we have a detonator that can bring out 2 more Meklords from the deck, except for itself. I don't think that's bad. Meklord Assembly. It's not even a field spell. Actually, I think they've already got a field spell. You can activate a card with this card's name once per turn, and you can only use the second and third effects of this card's name once per turn. When this card resolves, you can add 1 Meklord monster from your deck to your hand. We have a Searcher for a Weisel. You can discard 1 card, target 1 monster you control, destroy that. Why does it have to be a discard 1 to detonate my own stuff to drop my Meklord on the field? If a face-up Meklord you control is destroyed by a battle card effect, target 1 face-up spell and trap card on the field, destroy that card. Okay, This card is interesting. More searches for the deck is always a good thing. But I should have been pay 1,000, pop a card you control. I would have been fine with that. Next up is Meklord Control. Ottawa Gundam Dis. It's literally a Gundam. So, you can only activate a card with this card's name once per turn. So, you get one of these, and it's a quick effect. Target one Meklord you control. That monster's attack becomes equal to the total original attack of all Meklord monsters on the field. But your opponent takes no battle damage from battles involving that monster. Why? Why did we print this? The Meklord monster you control will be destroyed by battle or card effect. You can banish this card from your graveyard instead. All of this just to put a protection clause on to your card. You literally just wanted to make a card that could literally enlarge the stats on the Meklords. Not a big fan of this. This is not that good, unfortunately. Alright, our last card here. Cruel Mercy of the Meklords. You guys remember Meklord Astral, right? So, you can only use... Okay, the first and second effects of this card's name can only be used once per turn each. So we can target 3 Meklord monsters in your graveyard, each with different names, and either add those monsters to your hand or special summon them, ignoring their summoning conditions. We were always doing that. But you can now special summon for the rest of... till the end of your next turn, except machine monsters. If you control a Meklord Astro monster, you can banish this card from your graveyard, destroy one synchro monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. Okay. I'm going to be hard honest with you. This support sucks. I don't know what I was thinking coming in here. I was expecting something a little bit better in the grand scheme of things here. Now, generally looking at these, okay, so Triskella, to get 3 Meklords with different names set up early in the game is going to be a bit of an issue, but you get to rip from the opponent's extra deck on attack. That's not horrible. The rest of the card isn't so great, but we literally needed something like this. I think the condition's a little bit absurd in a way, but it's fine. The searchability is grand. I like that. The destruction via card effect is really good too. The ability to bring out any of the Meklord Emperors that you see fit, bypassing their summoning conditions. This is what we needed. Also, I think that this is a good card. Also, the fact that it searches for the blow-up searcher, that's also incredibly good. The battle effect is whatever. I don't see inherent problem with that. The Meklord Army Arsenal. Okay, so the card blows itself up, summons 2 more of the Meklord Army guys from the deck. Issue is, the Meklord Army cards, from what I remember, the little guys, were not that good back in the day. So, not a super big fan of what we were trying to push here, but I like the idea of what they were trying to do here. And once again, it's not that good. This card's insane. I love this. I think that Assembly is good. Literally on resolution, add a Meklord from your... It doesn't have to be a Meklord Emperor. You can add anything. So they actually gave them an in-house rota for your archetype, which is good. Like I said, my 2 cents on the discard to destroy your own stuff, it should have been life points. I think that cost is a little bit too much. And the face-up, destroy spells and trap, I guess. Meklord Control just seems awful. You put such an awful effect on a graveyard protection card, I guess. And then the Meklord, the Cruel Mercy. This card's not horrible, but it's still you gotta get 3 with different names set up. So I don't even know how easy that's gonna be. I assume we're still gonna get more Meklord support. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do in the long run for this deck. So we'll have to wait and see. So guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this relatively interesting line of support for the deck. I'm kind of curious in the future to see what they're going to bring to the table. And, well guys, I'm out. Take care.
Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.